All right, everybody, we are here this week with our spotlight interview with the founder of NNI, Ryan Miller. So this is not going to follow my normal format, as the backstory and a lot of information about Brian is kind of shared through the orientation process, which I know new and existing employees have gone through. So we're going to doing things a little different today, but that's all right. So wanted to chat about, I had over a 4.0 GPA. You had 2.26 GPA.
2.6.
2.6.
Don't cut me
Oh, I
short.
made it a little lower. So want to dig in a little bit as to, not being a strong student, like what changed or what sparked to go from that to now approaching our 11th year of owning NNI.
Yeah. So I think with all things, I think confidence and passion really matter. So my father owned a company called Felton Electric. So I was spending my summers and every time I got suspended working for him. And I always felt like making money was a drive for me. So I always wanted to have some sort of income and not be the guy that like leached off his dad. So part of that, I became interested in the construction field and thought I would eventually end up in some sort of engineering program at Lakeland for a year and then eventually start working at Hand Felton with my father. However, I took the SATs and ACTs and did pretty well. I'm like, okay, I'm a bad student, but I'm not stupid. Okay, I kind of proved that to myself. And then I really got into like a level of confidence that I didn't have when I started doing AutoCAD at school. So I spent 3 hours a day, every day, working in CAD. And it became like a second language, almost like I was fluent in it. I was good at it. And I was kind of went into that. I think Dan Close took it first, introduced me to it, and then I thought, okay, this could be a tool for me moving forward. But it went from a tool to kind of a passion of something. I'm like, wow, I could actually do this. And then I took the SATs and ACTs and did, I don't even remember my score, but well enough to get into Bowling Green, which was enough for me, and decided, okay, I kind of have the opportunity to take a different path than I thought, which was going to be go to Lakeland, work for Felton. And I took kind of the AutoCAD confidence and the confidence of getting into a college and said, okay, I can meld those together with a construction management degree, which I did not even know existed at the point, but learned about it, and I was able to take a passion and confidence and mix them together and kind of excel at it. And I also switched one off, like, okay, like I said, I didn't want to like leech off my parents growing up, but I also, now they're paying for college. So I also don't want to be the guy that, had this opportunity given to them that they wasted. Because like, you can't control where you're born or what opportunities are given to you. You can control what you do with them. So when I went to college, I decided like, maybe I'm not a great student, but a lot of that's mentality. Like I didn't want to be a great student. I didn't enjoy it. Now I'm in classes that I enjoyed. I was learning about, some engineering, some psychology, how to win friends and influence people was a book we read, and really kind of got into it. And once it became a passion and something I was confident in, I was able to kind of run with it. Then coming out of college, kind of my personality, and maybe it's because I grew up in a house that had an entrepreneur in it, was if I'm going to do it for somebody, I want that person to be myself. And that's a huge risk, but I had the foundation behind me where my dad was an entrepreneur and was not risk adverse and kind of encouraged me to do that. And then mixing that with the fact that in reality, like, I don't want to be told how to do something, have a different idea, and be shut down. And that's what a lot of jobs that I had were growing up. I worked at Best Buy, I washed dishes, I worked for 3 internships, and then I worked for another company coming out of college, 2 others. So I was kind of learning that at some point you're just playing by their rules, and that's something that works, but also I wanted to have a voice. And then eventually saw not only the financial opportunity he had to me, but like maybe like that, to get that spirit of entrepreneurship working. I saw the opportunity, but I did it with partners because I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. And it started with, Mike Nyman and my dad as my partner, but within maybe not like indoctrinated as a partner, you as well.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I have people that I really believe are good people and can help shape the company and give everyone a voice of how do we want to make this work. So yeah, we started with like principles and foundations of how we're going to run jobs, but they've evolved quite a bit, and most of that's not my own influence. That's other people, which is kind of the company I wanted to have, was like something that gave people the chance to create with us. And I think we've done that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's dig in a little bit on some passions outside of the construction industry. So I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you. Let's say you wake up tomorrow morning, there's an email in your inbox. It's an offer for someone to buy NNI that absolutely can't refuse.
Okay.
Say you take that offer, what do you do next?
Okay. Well, first off, that's not the plan. Just so everyone doesn't think I'm selling and running away, unless Elon Musk wants to buy it. So I would go with, this is easy for me because we had this opportunity a bit during COVID where business slowed down but was, it was still profitable, we did well.